Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay, so any doubts in last chapter, the chapter 15? Last class, we finished the chapter 15, that's time management. In that chapter, the time management, basically we classified there are certain steps in time management, making the time plan, organization, control, and evaluation. There is a step. And then we learned about the different tools in time management or the tools of time management, like the peak load, rest period, and then work simplification techniques. Okay, the work simplification techniques is very important. Uh, hmm, who will answer the question? The work simplification technique. Give some examples, 2 examples each. Start from Reina. 2 examples for work simplification.
Change in body movements.
Okay, give some examples. That's the heading, right? Think with your situation, your examples. Work simplification. How you simplify your work, your studying, your household work. Hmm,
Studying in a proper body for
right, studying in the proper body posture by sitting properly, the head, trunk, abdomen, all the straight proportion. Then one more. So proper posture, then
while to dry the clothes, we take the bucket by bending. Uh,
lifting the heavy objects, right?
lifting the heavy objects, not by bending the hips, but
Completely
then kneel down and take
using the both hands. Fine. Then Sana, other 2 examples for work simplification. The body posture and the using of hands, the lifting is over. Then
Placement and storage of equipments
hmm.
and supplies.
That's a heading. Give an example.
Like we should keep the things near the workplace
Hmm.
so easy so that we can easily reach it.
Yeah, the occasionally used utensils. Hmm. Then Meghna.
Arranging or organizing the time according to the exams.
Very good.
Then using a long broom instead of traditional broom.
Okay, fine. So any doubts in the chapter? It's a general topic, right? The time management. Hmm? Sana, send the homework today itself. Okay, the time management of a weekend or a working day. You can choose. Sure. Then let's move on to the new chapter. Hmm? Are you ready? Reina, ready to start? Let's move on to the chapter 16. How many chapters more, Sana?
10.
Okay. So 10 more chapters. This is the 16th chapter. Chapter Space Management. In this chapter, we are going to learn the other resource, that is space. How to manage the space just like as the time. Hmm? Before that, what do you mean by space management? Space management, Meghna. General question.
Arranging the things and creating more spaces for things to keep.
Hmm. Okay. Reina, from your point of view, what is space management?
having space, something to keep, like having some area
Hmm?
to do
That is space.
anything.
Area and all. Management. How to manage that area or how to manage the space.
To how to maintain that area
Hmm.
and to how to keep and how to decorate that area.
Is there any particular activities for that? Managing the space? Sana, how you manage your home or how you manage your study
Managing,
table? Sana, how you manage your home?
like we keep the things in a neat way,
Good.
and
Keeping things
uh,
in a neat way help too. Sana,
keep the
it
areas
gives
in
a
a
feeling of more space, like
tidy and
keeping the
clean.
things in. Hmm? So let's move on to the, all the answers are right. Let's move on to the space management. So what do you mean by space management? So definition. Space management means all your definitions are right. Okay. This is the general definition. The space management means assigning the space for a specific activity. You need to assign the space for a specific activity in a systematical manner, in a systematically arranging all the materials required for it. It is called as space management. This is a general definition. You can't write these definitions in your own words, so try to remember the definitions. The space management means assigning the space for specific activity and systematically arranging all the materials required for it. Systematically, Reina, make it fast. Write down. It's not in your text. Space management means assigning the space for specific activity and systematically assigning all the materials required for it. The home, your workplace. Home is for what? Home is a place where the family lives and we enjoy the relationship with our family members. We enjoy the family, right? So the family, workplace. So before going to the lesson, first list the areas or list the rooms in your home and then according to your activity, like this, according to the activity. The area and activity. Make a table like this. Area and activity. In area, the rooms and what is the task that you done in that room. Like kitchen for cooking, like that. Make a list. The area and the activity. Make it,
Like how many areas
yeah, how many
in
rooms? Hmm?
rooms
Yeah.
and what
Each room
who
is for what?
what
Yeah. The areas in your home and the activities. Like this. Complete the table.
ma'am for bedroom who all the sleeps there should be there
Sorry, Rana?
in bed for bedrooms and all no we should write who all sleeps there.
No, no, no. Just write the activity. Sleeping. Bedroom is for what? What purpose? Like that. Any doubts, Anna? The activity is carried out in each room. Okay. Make the list of the areas or rooms in your home and the activities carried out in each of these. Reina, make it fast. There is a big difference between the time and space, right? Time is a limited resource and time is equally available for all in this world, right? But the space is not equally available. It's different for individuals. It's different for Sana, different for Meghna, the home, the work area, all is different. The space you utilize is different from others. But in the case of time, it is available to all in the same. Reina? Oh, Sana, read. First read the.
Kitchen,
Ah.
then my room for studying and sleeping,
Hmm.
then prayer room for praying, then dining hall for eating,
Hmm.
then bathroom for bathing,
Meghna?
Bedroom for sleeping, studying, and dressing. Kitchen,
See,
cook,
bedroom is for sleeping,
study,
studying.
dressing.
So in small rooms, 2 or 3 activities are carried out in a particular room or a single room, right? The studying, sleeping, dressing, like that. Then,
Kitchen, cooking.
okay.
Hall, watching TV, drawing.
Then,
Bathroom, bathing.
hmm.
Dining hall, eating food.
So here the Meghna, in her house, the dining room and the living room is different. But in some homes, the hall is basically used for entertaining or entertaining the guest and also for dining purpose in the small homes. Then, Reina, any
Uh,
difference?
yeah.
Huh. Read.
I should read the different
Yeah?
or the similar one?
No, you can read the complete one.
The kitchen for cooking, bedroom for sleeping, living room,
So you only use a bedroom for sleeping, not for studying and all.
studying, plus studying.
So bedroom is used for 2 or 3 activities, right? Not for the one single activity like sleeping. The bedroom is used for so many purpose. Then,
A
so write
living
the
room,
activities accordingly. Okay. Then,
living room
hmm.
for watch TV, and then prayer room next to the living room,
Hmm.
home theater, not yet finished.
Then, so it's a
Uh,
difference, right? The home theater different from ours. Then,
Dining hall,
hmm.
then gym,
Hmm.
then
In my home there is no separate dining room and a living room. It's in a single hall. Hmm? Like that. Okay, so I think the portion is clear. Let's move on to the next one. The factors affecting the space management. There are certain factors that affect the space, like the available space and number of family members. Number of family members is very important, right? Before building a home and all, we need to think about how many family members are there, right? And then economically and social conditions of the family. According to their condition, these are the factors that affecting the space management. The number of family members, economical conditions, and social conditions of the family. What do you mean by how it's connected, the social conditions and the space management, Sana? How is it linked? Is it connected, Meghna? The space management and the social conditions, is it connected?
Yes.
How, Sana?
because we need space, right?
The economical and social conditions. Think how this economical conditions affect our space management, how it become a factor. Reena, try.
Economic condition means it depends upon the salary of the person.
Yeah, the financial conditions, right? So according to this financial condition,
He can build a small house. Yeah,
according
well,
to yeah, according to his financial stability. Is it clear, Sena? Then let's move on to the principles of space management. So the family members or the number of family members, economical condition, social condition, all these are the factors that affecting the space management, both in your home, workplace, and all. Next is principles of space management. The space must be planned for the maximum utilization. Okay, the space must be planned for optimum utilization. You need to utilize all the areas in your home. So these are the principles of space management. The very important, the first one is privacy. Do you want privacy, Sana? Meghna? Sana? Yes. So this is the very first principles of space management, privacy. So what about the privacy? Sana? Hmm?
We need privacy to do a lot of.
Hmm. Then try. Then Meghna, what about privacy?
Like the person from outside should not be visible to our the inside of the room.
Hmm. Okay. So these are the different rooms. It's veranda. Hmm? But in this picture, this is a bedroom one. Hmm? This is the bedroom one. Is this room private from other rooms? These are the doors. All these doors are open into this bedroom, right? The door from veranda, the door from other bedroom, the door from kitchen, all these are open to a particular room, the bedroom one. This is not the way of building the rooms. Hmm? While constructing the rooms, we need to think about the privacy because it's very important. Basically, we have two types of privacy, like the internal privacy and the external privacy. As the name says, what do you mean by internal privacy and external privacy? Internal privacy means we can achieve the internal privacy by using the doors, windows, curtains, screens. Hmm? Internal privacy. As the name says, internal. So inside the home, the privacy inside the home. Internal privacy and external privacy. External privacy means the privacy from the neighbors, the privacy from neighboring buildings. Okay, that is external privacy. So the privacy can be of two types, the internal privacy and external privacy. So the privacy from one room from the other is referred to as the internal. The privacy from one room to the other room, the bedroom 1 to the bedroom 2. Okay, that is an internal privacy. As the name says, external privacy, the privacy from the outside, the privacy from the neighbors, privacy from neighboring buildings and all. Okay, so it can be achieved. How can we achieve the internal privacy? By using the screens, by using the curtains and all. In external privacy, you can use the fencings, planting trees. Okay, is it clear, Reena? Basically, we have two types of privacy, internal privacy and external privacy. Internal privacy means the privacy, it's a general topic there. privacy from the one room to the other room. External means the privacy from outside. Then next is interconnectivity. Next principle is interconnectivity. The rooms should be interconnected according to the activities. Like the dining room should be near to the kitchen, right? The bathroom should near to the bedroom. And interconnectivity is needed according to the activities. Then free movement. Next principle is free movement. The movement should be proper. The excess furnitures that basically causes hindrance to the free movement. Okay, the excess furnitures and all, the free movements. Free movement should be there, both in your home and in your workplace. Okay, that doesn't matter. So you can use the limited amount of furnitures according to your space, according to your home. Then shape of the room. Hmm? So first is privacy, interconnectivity, then privacy, interconnectivity, Sana, then free, Sana,
Free-
okay. This is the first room and this is the second room. Which one is better? The first is a rectangular room and the second is a square room. The size is same, okay. Sana, Sana, which one is better? The first or second? First is a rectangular room and second is a square room.
First one.
Meghna, that's Sana's opinion, okay. What about you?
Second one.
Second one, okay. Reina,
The first one.
first one. Why, Reina? What's the reason? You choose the
Yeah.
rectangular room. Why?
Because I like more spacious ones.
Basically, the rectangular rooms are more spacious than the square ones. Okay. If we arrange the furnitures and all, the free movements is there. Free movement should be there. Okay. So the rectangular rooms look more spacious than the square ones. Okay. Is it clear? Sana, why you choose the rectangular one? What is the reason?
Spacious.
Meghna, the odd one. Why you choose the square?
It's in a one room, so in corners we can arrange if the study table can be arranged in front of the window, so we can get more sunlight.
Okay. So basically, the rectangular rooms look more spacious or they are more spacious than the square rooms. Okay. After arranging the furnitures and all. Then, so we finished the first four principles: privacy, interconnectivity, free movement, shapes of room, then efficient use of available resources. Efficient use of available resources. That is another principle. Efficient use of another resources. Next is compact working place. Compact working place. If the working place is very spacious, resources like energy, time, all these are wasted, right? Do you think? Is it right? Sana? If the working space is very spacious, what happened?
Then the rooms and all should be small.
I ask about if the working place is very spacious. Working space is very spacious. Is there any problem? Is there any problem with that? Meghna?
No.
No. No, right? Right, Sana? Okay, Meghna.
Like if
According
some,
to me, it's a big problem.
yes,
Meghna.
sometimes it will be big problem because if we have urgent matters, then if it's a space is very spacious, we can't reach on time.
Okay, Reina? Is it a problem or not?
As a working place, it's a problem
Working place to clean.
to
Hmm?
clean.
That's why I tell it's a big problem. So it's also very important. So I'm going to end the meeting. Join in board 9, right? Hmm?